What's up everyone, this is Cher talking, welcome back to my channel. Today video will be talking about the new nodes that unlock it for day number 3 and day number 4. We'll not be talking about bosses because they are not good for farming. You have to bring your full squad in order to kill it fast, and then you cannot bring trainees. I do prefer to farm on the medium nodes. That's why we start talking about Idle World, Idle Castle 1. Here on the bottom right of the map you can see where it is. This one is very nice because the enemies here are predetermined. You will find some random enemies on the wave number 1, but wave number 2 have always the same enemies. This is good for planning. Well, I'll talk about the first strategy. We can go here. I'm using the Magia Fight formation with Igomahl in the front line. She's gonna use her Wicked Rapture. Just leave Malicious Trick on 10 so that she either use Wicked Rapture or Shallow Haze. Well, then we have our Subier. He's gonna use his Wave Thrust twice in a row. I even inherit a Maelstrom if something crazy happens and she kills the first wave by herself. But it's not gonna happen. And then Wave Thrust twice is gonna help you kill the enemies on the second wave. And you can bring 3 trainees in the middle. Okay, so a max at Igomahl will not have problems. Sometimes mine can fail, depending on the enemies. But a max at 1 will really work. You have to also craft a very strong weapon for Igomahl. Mine is only 60 something. Now the second wave is where you find enemies. They are weak to many things, and even if she uses Shadow Haze, it's gonna be enough. The enemies will die. 3 trainees pretty fast. Now for the second strategy, we have a combo of Saruin and xMas Urpina. Saruin is gonna stay on the front line. He has a lower priority, Destructive Blow twice. And xMas Urpina just go as she is as well. Don't need Inheritance, Holy Shining Sword, and then Sun Flash. You can bring 3 trainees on this one. So it does not really matter which one goes first or second. This always works. Doesn't matter also the types of enemy you find. Damage is too high here. Now for the second wave, they are also weak to slash. So super easy to finish. Now the next strategy brings Amazon Raid X yet again. We have human Forneus on the front line. You're gonna inherit Spinning Trample, leave it on 8, Tyrant Wave on 16, and then the second character is Matriarch. Yes, you just have to use Twin Penetrate and inherit Gleaming Wave. That should be enough to kill all enemies, and you can bring 3 trainees on this one. Well, here is also a lot of damage, so doesn't matter which type of enemies will appear. You'll always be able to kill them. Forneus, you do a lot of damage in the second wave. So even if it's Gleaming Wave with Matriarch, it is still enough to kill the enemy. Okay, now I'll be talking about other medium nodes that have plenty of enemies that are instant killable, but not all of them. Well, the ones are Nasty Dungeon 2 on this position, and the other one is right here over the left. Call it Abandoned Town 2. You can choose either one. I think some people will have more luck in a stage than another, but let's talk about Abandoned Town 2 then. Well, here you can bring an instant kill squad, and I can tell you which are the characters that you can bring. You should be using Magia Fight formation, and either of these 4 characters on the screen will work. Well, first one is Darky. He has Stinger, an attack that has medium chance to instant kill. He's pretty good for this, and if he doesn't kill, he still does good damage. You have to bring 1 backup damage dealer to finish enemies that are not instant killable. Another one that can be on the front is Claudia, with inheritance of her Assassin's Arrow. Can be either this Claudia or the other Claudia that has a green clothes. That one is called a Ward one. And then there is Bertrand. Well, he needs to kill to use Twilight Fall. He's a little harder because if he fails to kill on the first wave, then he will use Wind. You waste more time if Bertrand fails. But luckily you have more enemies that are not instant killable on the second wave than on the first, but it can still happen. Then there is Monica. Monica can just use her 100 Lotus twice with her newest style. Not this one, I don't have the new style yet, so she can use it, and if she fails to kill, she does good damage because it's a double hit attack. And a good character to be used on the back line to kill when they fail is Rufus, but Rufus can only do this once. Another powerful character can use it is Alosis. So on this run, I'll be showcasing Dark, and if he does not insta-kill, he still does good damage against his enemies. Stinger, when attacking weak targets, is around 100,000 damage. The baby dragon cannot be instant-killed, and that is why this is not so good. I have better strategies than this one, but if you want to play around, well, any of your backup damage dealers will have to finish the enemy off. It's already dead. I think that most of the enemies that cannot be instant-killed are easy to deal damage by pierce or heat, but still, if something like this happens, you are wasting time. So what can you do then to kill them with poor damage? Well, there are some alternatives. Remember that I still don't have Alosis. I do believe that a very powerful Alosis can even one-shot these enemies, but I don't have him to test. What we're gonna bring is the welfare version of Katarina we got from the summer event, and she's gonna have to use Swallow Reversal Plus. This attack here is pretty powerful when amplified, triple S with only 8 coast and decreases the defense of the enemy. So she's a very strong opener, and then you need someone to finish the enemy off. And in this case, it's gonna be this version of Madeleine, the Platinum one with the inheritance of Fulgur. That is if you have this attack. So those two will work pretty fine. If you don't have this one, xMas Urpina with xBreak should also work, but we're gonna show this one. Well, this dragon is gonna take a lot of damage since it's a flying enemy. Swallow Reversal deals critical damage against flying enemies. Usually, Madeleine will only need to attack with her first hit, but if the enemy is resistant, she's gonna use the second hit. But it always works, even if the enemy has resistance. Once again, a dragon flies, so critical damage too. A very nice composition. Also, a huge shout out for Doug. We were talking about the strategy on Discord, so thanks Doug for sharing with us. The second one is similar. We are using Magia Fight formation this time because we have human Forneus with inheritance of Tidal Lure, because this is a fast attack that can use twice. And in the front line we will have xMas Urpina with her xBreak attack inherited. Holy Shiny Sword stays on 15, so we're gonna go for single target damage. Well, this enemy is not weak to slash, but it really does not matter. That's how strong Urpina is with xBreak. Also, it was weak to cold, so made it easier, but this combination will kill all enemies. All enemies. Doesn't matter the defenses. But you do have to have a weapon with at least 60% damage for both characters. Well, I guess that's it, guys. Those are all the strategies so far. We will unlock more stages on the upsides, but then we will have another video for that. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't. If you want to support the channel, the links on the description of the video. And don't forget to join our Discord server where we discuss SaGa and other games in general. I hope to see you soon in the next video. Bye.